So the general way this is going to work is I will give a little bit about myself, my journey, my experiences, and then peter off into some of what is going on in the world of financing and mortgages and real estate today in Canada and Ontario, focusing mostly in the Hamilton-Burlington area, as that is my experience and my realm of expertise, if that's what you want to call it. So how did I end up here? How did I end up at Mission 35? How did I end up in mortgaging in general? I come from construction, 25 years in the business. My family has 70 years in general construction, Martin Stewart Contracting in Hamilton. Not small stuff, pretty big stuff. You can see our work out there all over the place. You know, the Exeter Mall College, Mary Kai's building at McMaster. In Burlington, you can see us at the National, or the Art Gallery in Burlington. You know, we were pretty big for a while. My grandfather started it many years ago. My father took over it, ran it for 4 years, and I did my own stuff in it as well. You know, I was union carpenter for many years. I became a project manager, did everything in between, you know, superintendent, foreman, journeyman carpenter, apprentice, labor, student labor. Started when I was 16 years old. You know, did everything there was to do in the business except run it. Chose not to, had the opportunity. I watched the work my father put in, the time my father put in, and decided not to. So when my dad retired, 2021, I chose to leave the project management and go back, join the union, go back into the field as a carpenter. I absolutely love working with my hands. You know, it is such a joy to take the time to, you know, tactically feel something with your hands and build it and see it come to fruition and see something come together that you did, you know, whether it's, you know, whether you're a carpenter, you know, welder, a steel fabricator, anything along those lines, carpenter, electrician, plumber, all that kind of stuff, drywaller, there's just a different feel to it. And I loved it. I love doing it. And, you know, in this day and age, you can make good money doing that. So I went back, got myself healthy, went back into the field, lasted 3 months before torn labrum, torn rotator cuff. WSCB turned me down, and all of a sudden I found myself without work and tight on money. And White's idea was, we know a few people that do mortgages. You are very good with money. You are good with the numbers. You are outstanding with people. Why don't we find a way to turn it into your business? And I said, oh, I looked into it. Did the course. Course was relatively easy for me anyway. Passed the course. Went through the hiring process. Through a job bank. New experience for me as I was recruited. Never been recruited before. Those of you that have gone out and tried to find new jobs know just how painful the job hunt process can be. I can't stand it. Most people can't. But the recruiting process was a different experience. You're being sought out. You're being actively looked at and sought by companies. And it was a slightly enjoyable experience. Went through about 4 interviews, was recruited by 10, went to 4 different interviews, knowing exactly what I wanted, what I was looking for. And I had it narrowed down to 2. And I was pretty sure I knew where I was going until I got a phone call from Teresa Franciosa at Mission 35 saying that Brian wanted to talk to me. And I was like, I want to make my decision by Wednesday. She said, Brian's on vacation. He'll be back next Friday. Can you wait? I said, all right, I will do my best to wait. And I literally got a phone call on Saturday from Brian from his vacation. And we had a conversation. He said, I really want to talk to you. Do you have the moment? Can you wait? I said, all right. How can you say no? How do you take the time? How do you say no to an owner of his own business that takes the time from his vacation to call you on a Saturday to say, I want to talk to you? And so I took the time. I waited a week, came back. We had a conversation on the Friday, and he blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. And it was not the money. because I never once asked them what the money was. Never once asked them what my commission was. Because in my opinion, in this business, if you stick around long enough, you're gonna make the money. You're gonna make the commissions. You're gonna get to that. You're gonna get to those bips. It's not about that. Never was. It is about the environment. It is about the training. It is about the vibe in the business. It's about the support. And Mission 35 gave me that vibe. They gave me that thought process of, we are going to be here. We're going to give you what you need. We are going to be behind you. When you have a question, we're going to answer it. If you have a need, we are going to find it. And that was what I wanted. That is what I needed more than anything. I'm not a salesman. I've never been a salesman. You know, I can talk. I can answer questions. I can sit there and, you know, shoot the shit with you better than most people can. But I can't do a cold call. You can go, you know, this is Tom Martin, Mission 35. How you doing today? You know, blah, blah, blah. That's not me. Get me in front of you and I can sell me. I can sell my product, all that kind of stuff. But I needed somebody to teach me how to get to that point. You know, I needed somebody to teach me the products, teach me the conversations. And that's what Brian convinced me that they could do, Mission 35 could do. And that was the start of my journey. And before I knew it, I was whirlwinded into the world of mortgages and into the world of real estate and finances. Literally, to use a phrase that we've been using the last month or so, 2 months from Todd Duncan, drinking water from a fire hose, man. The amount of information I had thrown at me and, you know, just ripping through it, trying to keep up, trying to get ahead. And, you know, being me, being who I am, I'm convinced myself, first deal within a month, 10 deals in 6, 20 deals in a year. Let's do it. Let's get on it. I knew what I was going to do. I knew I could make this happen. It didn't matter to me that we were in the middle of probably the worst economic breakdown in 20 years, that our industry was in the worst downfall that we had seen probably since the 80s. I was going to be different. I could make this happen. I had a team behind me. I knew I could do it. I had support from my family. But, what a year. Holy crap. But, made it work. Didn't quite make the 20 I thought I was going to do in a year. Took me 4 months. I mean, I started in March 2023, so 5 months to get my first deal done. And it was family. It was my sister. Got my first deal done September 2023. Second deal done November. Third deal done in January. And now I have pipelines. I have 3 pre-approvals in the work. I have 2 pre-approvals going through this week. I have 6 or 7 more things in the pipeline ready to go. And I am going to talk to you and work through how I got there, because everybody thinks it's easy. Everybody thinks they can do it. It's printing money. It's just being a mortgage agent. How hard can it be? I was the same way. So let's go through how I got from there to where I am now. Enjoy your day, guys. We'll talk again soon.